Coming up, an update on the arrest of former radio newsman. Plus, an annual book fest in northern Arizona. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Amelia Pyatt.
And I'm Carolyn Wolf. Thanks for tuning in.
Former CAF radio host Dave Zorn wants his bail reduced. Zorn is being charged on 4 counts of luring a minor for sex, as well as 3 counts of attempted furnishing of harmful items to a minor, specifically photos and videos.
He is currently being held at the Coconino County Jail on a $100,000 bond. Zorn pled not guilty to all 7 counts at an arraignment Monday. A hearing on the conditions of release is expected to be on May 6th, according to court documents. Prosecutors might reduce bail.
There are also new details on what led to Zorn's arrest. According to court papers, Zorn had been convening online with an undercover DPS, posing as a 15-year-old girl named Tanya. A document entitled Statements of the Facts alleged that Zorn sent explicit photos and videos to Tanya and entertained the concept of meeting up with her for sex in the back of his truck. The document says Zorn asked Tanya whether or not she had any friends that could be included in this meetup. The undercover officer responded that she had a 14 to 15-year-old friend who was interested. Finally, on March 27th, Zorn traveled to a Flagstaff mall, allegedly to meet up with who he thought was Tanya. He was then arrested soon after. Zorn was removed from his job at CAF Radio and as part-time faculty member at NAU.
We all know it's been a dry winter, and the city of Flagstaff wants us to conserve water.
NAZ Today's Reese Nuzzi joins us with some tips and details on free water-saving tools available from the city.
The Flagstaff Water Conservation Team hosted a water efficiency makeover over the weekend at Buffalo Park.
Flagstaff Water Conservation Specialist Emily Melhorn says it is time for a serious look at saving water.
We really encourage a little bit more of an in-depth conversation. We have people sit down with us. We kind of go over what their particular circumstances are.
The big concern this year.
Water conservation is more important now than ever. Taking simple steps like shorter showers and moisture detectors not only help people determine how much water is really needed, but also help prevent overwatering of plants.
Earth Day is coming up and the city of Flagstaff is starting to celebrate. A sustainability market as well as live music will be held Friday at the Dark Sky Brewery at Beer Garden. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., you can check out the sustainable vendors and music to celebrate Mother Earth.
Sun Entertainment is hosting their annual Earth Jam Festival this Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. The event is free and open to the public for all ages. Join the celebration on the north lawn of NAU's Old Main to enjoy live music, free food, a rock wall, axe climbing, axe throwing, and more. Tune in next week for an interview with the headlining band.
A free annual event brought authors and bookworms to downtown Flagstaff, from panels to workshops.
The Northern Arizona Book Festival highlights the community's love for reading. NAZ Today's Karis Hayward has the story.
Thanks, Carolyn. The Northern Arizona Book Festival is a labor of love put together by a small army of volunteers. I got the privilege of speaking to a few of them. Northern Arizona Book Festival kicked off with a reading at the Addicts Cocktail Lounge and wrapped up with Drag Story Hour and a poetry workshop. Lawrence Lenhart helped bring it all to life.
The book festival has several missions, including forwarding stories about environment, indigenous peoples, and also stories for young people.
He sees the book festival as a way for writers to build community, something that isn't limited to when the festival is running.
Last year we held an event about 1 out of every 3 days of the year, and so we have over 100 events a year.
Beyond catering to established writers, Lenhart hopes to encourage new and emerging writers through programs like the Youth Poet Laureate. Among Flagstaff's published poets is William Cordero. He says the book festival represents the community.
We have a varied community here. We have a lot of different demographics. So we try to represent that in the festival.
The events range from readings to poetry slams, workshops, and writing contests, along with opportunities to meet authors and buy books. Megan Merchant was one of those authors. She's a poet, editor, and visual artist with several poem collections and a number of chapbooks already published.
I was here last year for a reading, and it was probably the best reading of the year, and I absolutely loved it.
She says she was happy to come back to Flagstaff for the scenery, food, and community.
The book festival here is incredible. There's so much support. People come from all over. I know a lot of people volunteer to make this incredible event happen.
The Northern Arizona Book Festival will return to Flagstaff in April 2026. Karis Hayward, NAZ Today.
Saturday, Go Arizona Motorcycles is hosting an Easter egg hunt. There'll be free food from 11 to 2 after the hunts, and kids from 5 and under can go start hunting eggs at 10 a.m. Older kids can start their search at 10:30, and adults at the event have a chance to win a special prize if they find the golden egg.
Each week, we do a segment where we showcase pets who are up for adoption in Flagstaff.
NAZ Today's Dylan Mishima is in the studio to introduce us to our pet of the week, a dog best described as curious and energetic.
This week's pet of the week is full of life and always ready to play. This pit bull mix is ready to find his forever home. Let's see what makes him so special. Floki is a 4-year-old pit bull terrier and lab mix. He has been at the Coconina Humane Association since May of 2024, making him the longest residing dog at the shelter.
He's been here for about 343 days. He came from City of Williams. Somebody did a pay it forward for his adoption fee, so it's about half price.
Floki is a curious and energetic dog, and he does great with people.
He loves playing a lot, and he's super curious, so he's got that type of personality, but super people-friendly and just loves to run and is super energetic.
Floki also loves playing fetch, especially with his favorite toy, the Kong ball.
He loves playing fetch. He loves his balls. He'll always return the ball to you. His favorite type of toy would be a Kong ball, like a tennis ball, except it's super hard. He likes the really strong kind of Kong balls, and that's, I would say, is his favorite toy, other than like a tug of war little rope.
Floki is fixed, vaccinated, and ready for adoption. For more information, visit coconinahumane.org. Dylan Mishima, NAZ Today.
Flagstaff is celebrating International Dark Sky Week, kicking off this Saturday, April 19th, with constellation tours and stargazing at the Sunset Crater. Other events are planned through Sunday, April 27th, including nightly stargazing, live music, and commemorative beers from around town. The week celebrates Flagstaff's status as the world's first dark sky city, using less light to protect astronomical research.
For NAU students, this can be a stressful time as the end of the semester approaches. But sometimes all it takes to brighten your day is a wagging tail and friendly face.
At NAU, a weekly initiative called Dog Days is giving students, staff, and faculty a chance to make a pause from stress.
Thanks, Carolyn. For some students, these days are all about the barks and the cuddles.
Every Tuesday, members of the NAU community can gather at the Lumberjack Care Center for Dog Days, an initiative designed to promote mental wellness through time with certified therapy dogs.
Every week on Tuesdays from 2:30 to 3:30, we have therapy dogs come and hang out with our students, help students de-stress, and just provide a place for students to relax and forget about school for a little bit.
With academic pressure and daily stress, Dog Days offers a unique type of support.
A lot of our students are homesick, so they miss their dogs or their cats back at home, and so this is a great way to mitigate that and offer a safe place for them to relax.
One of the program's most recognizable regulars is Milo, a blind and deaf therapy dog who brings joy to students week after week. Milo's owner, Catherine Sanchez-Mitter, says his presence is a reminder that healing and happiness can come in unexpected forms.
The way Milo, who was born blind and deaf, connects with students and people that work here, anybody that he interacts with, it brings a smile and joy and helps people lighten their load for the day.
Along with Milo, other regulars like Kowalski are on hand to brighten students' weeks.
I'm a dog lover, so I love petting the dogs, but my most favorite part is probably watching the students interact with the dogs. I can just see the smiles on their faces. I can see the stress kind of release from their bodies, and I love that it helps them forget about school and responsibilities for a while, and they can just be themselves.
Thanks to volunteers, Dog Days continues to offer comfort, connection, and a welcome break from the busyness of campus life, one paw at a time.
Coming up, there's lots of tattoos to see in Flagstaff. We'll take you around town for a look. Stay with us.
Quiet. Now, it does seem to be really warm today, but we have some drastic changes in the weather on the way. Unfortunately, or excitedly for a lot of people, snow is coming back tomorrow night. Stay tuned and I'll have more after the break.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
With the warmer temperatures, people are starting to show off their creative ink.
Flagstaff has no shortage of tattoo shops. For many, tattoos carry deep meanings to the people who have them. In this week's Around Town, NAZ Today's Jordan Vallander takes us to a tattoo shop that is uniquely Flagstaff.
Thank you, guys. As summer is slowly approaching, it means short sleeves, and for some people, they are not afraid to show off their unique tattoos.
Flagstaff offers several creative opportunities for people who want to design their own tattoos. Xander Kopel is an apprentice for Flagstaff Tattoo Company and their sister shop, Mirror Gallery. He has been an apprentice for just about 2 years.
So tattoo culture in Flagstaff is definitely very interesting because, I came up here from Phoenix and there's a lot of tattoo history up there specifically because, you have such a big area with all these different shops. But, up here, the clients are different, the artists are different, the community is much different. So on this left arm? Yes. So
Kopel shared his experience with tattoos and how he became an apprentice.
So I've been interested in tattoos probably since I was like as early as 15 or 16 if I can remember. It's funny because I only saw it like kind of going through my Snapchat memories and I didn't realize I had been interested in it for so long. I'd originally been coming around and then I met the owner, Cameron Chase. Kind of got to talking and he got me in there and it was funny. It's almost like you have to hit the ground running in there because it's like such a busy and big shop.
While some artists have specific styles, Kopel says it is important to grow and be well-rounded as an artist. Tattoo artists may look up to certain mentors, but for Kopel, he says his inspiration stems from those around him.
I definitely have a lot of different stuff though. Like I have stuff from like bioorganic, which is like kind of weird, fleshy, like teeth kind of stuff, which is what I have. I also have like black and gray realism. I have a bunch of other like black and gray tattoos and some are just line work and definitely varies.
Sammy Kerner has been a tattoo apprentice for 3 years and has seen a lot of unique designs in Flagstaff.
I have some mushrooms, a couple mushroom tats, some flowers. It's all kind of like, I don't know, nature themed, I guess. I love them because like they're able to make you express yourself more, if that makes sense.
Kerner encourages those interested in tattoos to reach out and come to the shop. It is best advised to schedule an appointment by coming into the shop and talking with the artists.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Michaela Richardson, and for the final time, I will be your weather forecaster on this Wednesday evening. Now, outside right now, we have that current temperature of about 63 degrees with clear skies, and that relative humidity about 11%. And the one thing that's been bothering me today is those southwest winds of 24 miles per hour. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to redo and keep my hair up, but if you have longer hair, I am totally recommending you keep your hair up in a ponytail or up in a hat for the rest of today. But for our current satellite, you can see there's a little bit of cloud coverage in the northwestern area of Arizona today, but people in Flagstaff and northern Arizona may be noticing a little bit more haze and clouds, but that's because we have a few prescribed burns just around the northern Arizona area. You can see here a little bit of clouds here and a little bit of our prescribed burns. I was on my way out to Holbrook today and I saw a little bit of those burns on the east side of town, so keep an eye out for that if you're planning to do any outdoor activities later in this week, or if you're doing any later tonight. That air quality isn't as high as we usually expect it to be up here in Flagstaff. Now our high today was 64 degrees with a low of 32, a little bit above our averages of 59 and 28 as our low. And man, I wish we had that record high of 77 degrees set in 1948 this weekend. But unfortunately for me, we're going to be seeing a little bit of precipitation. Going to catch up to that average of 6.61 inches and adding to that precipitation amounts of 4.54 inches since January 1st, with a little bit of snow Thursday night and going into Friday, but I have more later in this broadcast. Across the high temperatures today, you wouldn't expect that we'll be seeing snow later because we had some pretty warm temperatures all across the northern Arizona region. We had low to mid 70s in the Grand Canyon, Hopi, Winslow, and Prescott today. Phoenix, you guys are blowing us out of the water once again with that high of 91 degrees, but enjoy that while you can because it's going away in the next couple days. Tonight we do have that forecast low of 32 degrees with mostly clear skies, so maybe it's not the best to observe our dark sky city and go stargazing, but tomorrow night should be a little bit worse, so maybe tonight is a good night. We do have our sunset at 7 o'clock p.m. and that is going to be getting sooner and sooner with our days getting longer. We do have that temperature of 53 degrees at 8 p.m. By midnight, we're going to be hitting 43 degrees. 4 a.m., you're going to be seeing a 38-degree temperature, but by 8 a.m., we're jumping right back up to that 43 degrees with sunny skies tomorrow and that forecast high of 58 degrees. We do have that sunrise at 5:52, so it's a little bit earlier than today, and that sunset, like I mentioned, at 7:01, being a little bit later. Across the high country tomorrow, you can see we're going to be keeping around the same temperatures, if not a little bit colder. You can see Sedona has a high of 68 tomorrow with the lows 43, 68 as well in Kingman. And look at this, Payson, Prescott, and Show Low all have the same exact high temperatures for tomorrow of 62 degrees. But in the northeastern area of the state, you can see we're going to be seeing a little bit more low 70s with that 72-degree high in Page and Tuba City. And Winslow, you're hitting that high of 71 degrees. Phoenix, you're even dropping 11 degrees to hit 80 degrees as your high and 58 degrees as your low tomorrow. Now, like I mentioned, you're going to be seeing a little bit of snow Friday. We're going to be getting less than an inch on Friday, the actual day, but 1 to 3 inches on Friday night with that 80% chance. And Saturday, you do have that 20% chance of showers, but don't expect it to be a little bit clear. Tomorrow, we will be having a little bit cloudy skies going into Thursday night and jumping into Friday morning. We have that high of 58 tomorrow with a low of 30. Like I mentioned earlier, a high of 44 on Friday and a low of 20, dropping a significant amount from Thursday to Friday. Saturday, we are warming a little bit back up with that high of 52 and a low of 24. Sunday, we do have that high of 63 and a low of 31, and we're getting back to warm temperatures on Monday with that high of 65 and that low of 34. Now, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Stay tuned after the break for your sports recap with Connor Emery.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Welcome back. My name is Connor Emery, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. The Coconino baseball team celebrated their seniors as they took on region rival Bradshaw Mountain. The Panthers look to get back on track as they entered the game on a 2-game losing streak. As the season is coming to a close, the Coconino baseball seniors were honored before facing Bradshaw Mountain. It was all Coconino coming away with a 12-1 win, forcing a mercy rule after 5 innings. Coach Cristo Tabarez says he is thrilled to get his first win against Bradshaw since taking over the program.
We've been practicing hard the whole season. We've been trying to stack some of these games together. Anytime you get a big win against Bradshaw, it's big. I have not beat him as a coach. I don't think ever. As a player, I maybe beat him once or twice. Truthfully, I respect the heck out of him.
All 4 seniors had a memorable game, contributing to the 12 runs. First baseman Corbin Durr had a 2-run homer to end the game early.
It was amazing. As a team, I feel like we were just really focused and really locked in today. We had good energy the entire game, and just hitting that bat and hearing everybody go crazy is something you never would get rid of.
Tyler Sevier, another senior, also had a home run in the 4th inning and added an RBI.
It was electric. Our coach took us to center before the game, had a great talk with us, and we know how good of a team we are, and he helped us out, and we carried it to the game.
While the Panthers are feeling all positive emotions, Tabarez says they need to focus back in as they face Bradshaw later this week and look ahead at closing out the rest of the season.
I tell the guys all the time, all these games are truthfully kind of that do or die, especially when it comes to PowerPoints, rankings, looking at where we're at. We really have no room to kind of waste, so we kind of have to go each game and take it like it's our last game.
Coconino will face Bradshaw again on Thursday in Prescott Valley and have only 4 games left in the season. The nation's top rebounder Carson Tout announced last Sunday that he will be transferring to Notre Dame. Tout is the second player to record over 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in an NU uniform. Tout was one of 6 NU men's players to enter his name in the transfer portal. On the professional side, the Suns fired Holbrook native Mike Budenholzer after finishing 36 and 46 in his only season. The Suns will have a 4th new head coach in the last 4 seasons. Now on the green, the 89th Masters concluded last weekend. Rory McIlroy earned his first title, and it came down to the wire as it went down to a sudden death playoff against Justin Rose.
Yeah, it's been a emotionally draining week for a lot of reasons, a lot of just roller coaster rounds and late finishes, and so just, absolutely thrilled to be sitting here at the end of the week as the last man standing.
With this title, McIlroy becomes only the 6th golfer to win the 4 major golf championships. Well, that's all the sports I have for you tonight. Stay tuned for your weather recap with Michaela Richardson after the break.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes, but with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the
pineapple.
Nope. I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope. I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
For the final time, we do have a 20% chance of snow tomorrow. That is supposed to kick off a few inches of snow Friday and Saturday. How do you guys feel about snow coming back after having such a warm weekend?
So I'm not excited because I packed up my winter boots and jacket already, so.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for it to be summer where it's going to be sunny every day and just enjoy that nice weather.
I know, I miss wearing shorts all the time.
I'm ready to be by the beach and tanning, soaking up that summer sun.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you. Please tune in next week